Most people lose money in meme coins not because they chose the wrong one, but because they didn't know what they were looking at from the beginning. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick, simple checklist that's going to help you understand what you're looking at and what you're investing in before you jump in. The first thing to understand about meme coins is that they run on attention before anything else. Price follows attention, not the other way around. So instead of asking whether something is pumping, the better question is whether people are actually paying attention to it in a meaningful way. Is the meme being shared organically, or does it feel forced? Can it live outside of one platform, or does it disappear the moment the hype cycle cools off? The next thing to look at is distribution. This is where a lot of people stop digging, even though it's one of the most important parts. I use Basecamp for base chain tokens. You definitely want to know how supply is spread out and whether a small number of wallets control most of the token. A meme can survive volatility, but it usually can't survive poor distribution. If a few wallets have the ability to move price whenever they want, that's a structural risk you don't want a part of. Liquidity is another big piece of the puzzle. Low liquidity can create explosive moves in both directions, which makes meme coins exciting but also dangerous. The key isn't just how much liquidity exists, but how it behaves over time. Healthy projects tend to build liquidity gradually, while weaker ones often see sharp spikes that vanish just as quickly. If liquidity feels artificial, that's something to pay attention to. Community behavior matters more than community size. A large group that only talks about price and charts is often weaker than a smaller group that creates memes, runs conversations, and brings new people in naturally. Look at how people act during red days. Strong communities stay engaged even when price isn't moving. Weak ones go quiet or turn negative as soon as momentum slows. Even with meme coins, the people behind the project still matter as well. An anonymous team doesn't automatically mean bad, but behavior does matter. Are updates consistent? Are expectations communicated clearly? Do they disappear during volatility? Or do they show up and explain what's happening? You don't need long roadmaps here, but you do need to see accountability from the developers. Before I go on to the next point in the checklist, if you haven't, please subscribe. I'm creating videos like this one to help you make sense of the market. Let's continue. Timing also plays a bigger role than most people want to admit. A good meme launched at the wrong time can struggle, while an average meme launched into the right market conditions can perform very well. Pay attention to overall market sentiment, risk appetite, and whether capital is flowing into speculative assets or pulling back. Meme coins are especially sensitive to changes in mood. And one of the biggest mistakes someone can make is getting emotionally attached to a meme. I talked about it in a video that I'll link in the description below. When attention fades, liquidity dries up, or community engagement slows, the situation has changed. That doesn't make the project good or bad, it just means that conditions are different. You don't owe loyalty to a token, you owe discipline to your own process. This checklist isn't about eliminating risk. Meme coins will always be risky. The goal is to understand what kind of risk you're willing to take and why. Whether you focus on structure, behavior, or incentives instead of hype, decisions become less emotional and a lot more intentional. If this checklist and video helped you think more clearly about meme coins, then that was the point. That's why we're here. We're trying to make sense of the crypto market, and that's why I'm breaking down these trends in these videos. More to come. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time, guys.